Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Breitling Galactic Unitime Sleek T, 44 millimeters round in a combination of stainless steel and tungsten carbide. You can purchase this Breitling Unitime on our website, ww.tc, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. Now, released in 2015, the Unitime Sleek T is a dramatic combination of a world time complication, a unique bimetallic case, and a Breitling in-house B35 world time automatic caliber. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the watch definitely has full figure. It is an oversized modern sports watch with period inflections. I'll get to those in a minute, but I want to emphasize that this timepiece is 15.5 millimeters thick, but it certainly doesn't look it. Because of the proportions of the case, the watch actually appears to be broad and relatively flat. Now, it is a massive 56 millimeters from the edge of the lug to the opposite edge of the opposing lug, and the reason that it has such dramatic span is because Breitling uses full-figured vintage-style compound curved lugs. They're shapely, they're sensuous, they really give this watch the character of its inspiration, the 1955 caliber 1260 Unitime. Right down to the profile of the case and the design of the dial, this one is historically true to the Breitling heritage. Now, it is fairly weighty on the wrist, more so than you'd expect for a steel watch for two reasons. First, it features a full solid case back that weighs significantly more than a sapphire display, but also because of the, as far as I can recall, totally unique use of a tungsten carbide component in the construction of the watch. Now, Breitling released the tungsten carbide bezel as a sort of rejoinder to the explosion of ceramic within the industry. It's 5 times harder than steel, and if you've ever heard of the weapons system concept, rods from God, essentially put big tungsten carbide rods in orbit and drop one when you want to break something, this is that material. It's incredibly dense, and it's also crack and chip resistant, which gives it the leg up on ceramic, which, though hard and scratch resistant, can be cracked essentially like high-tech pottery. So Breitling uses the dramatic material advantages of tungsten carbide over ceramic and benefits from a subtle two-tone contrast as a result between the tungsten carbide and the steel of the case. It also helps to endow that watch with a little bit of extra heft that almost gives it a bit of an air of precious metal. Now, the dial, as I mentioned, is true to Breitling's mid-50s heritage. The original reference 1260 Unitime with its Felsa caliber 711 looked and worked a lot like this watch. The innovation here is that it is the first Breitling in-house caliber of the modern era that does not feature some kind of chronograph appendage. Instead, it uses a patented and rather dramatic world time function. Now, when I pull the crown out to the first position, if I want to move my reference time zone, right now I'm in Miami, I have New York set at the index. If I want to move my reference time, for instance, to the Azores, you can watch as the reference cities jump and the time jumps as well. Now let's say I want to go back to New York. You can see everything moves in sync, and it will drive the date backwards and forward in addition. Now, if I want to set just the time at center, I can set it independently of the reference cities. Now, the 24-hour chapter ring will move in sync, but the reference cities are halted in place. The watch features a screw-down crown in the domed fashion of Breitling's signature Chronomat, the franchise player that's the company's best modern-selling watch. But it has a case that's entirely unique. Now, the case, as I mentioned earlier, is sensuous and beautifully detailed. The crown guards are very subtle, almost more of a styling element than a functional one, but with 100-meter water resistance, if you wanted to put this on a rubber strap or a metal bracelet, it would be every inch the waterborne, aquatic activity-ready active lifestyle timepiece. It's extremely robust in every respect, so if you do take it off this beautifully period-inspired light alligator leather strap, it's a very versatile watch that could be your only watch, even if you like to play wet and wild. Now, inside is the Breitling caliber B35. It has approximately a 3-day power reserve. Breitling advertises at least 70 hours. Most people are getting a little bit more. It's a modern 4 Hz beat rate, so 28,800 vibrations per hour, and when you pull the crown all the way, it does hack the balance and stop the seconds hand. because as a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, you want to be able to precisely synchronize to a known accurate reference such as a quartz watch or an atomic clock. Now this watch represents an impressive step forward for Breitling. The subject of no fewer than 4 individual patents, it's a unique historical reference, combination of materials, and engineering feat. You can see this complex and innovative yet historically true Breitling Galactic Unitime Sleek T 44mm in stainless steel and tungsten carbide on our website ww.tc.